Number 12, find the sine of negative 2 pi over 3. So negative angle means we're going to be going in the clockwise direction. Pi over 3 means we're going to be splitting the bottom up into 3 parts. So there's negative 1 pi over 3, negative 2 pi over 3, and then negative 3 pi over 3. So the angle I want is sine negative 2 pi over 3. When we're working with any angle outside of quadrant 1, we use a reference angle, which means we pick a point on that angle, draw a vertical line to get a reference angle. My reference angle is going to be pi over 3. So the sine of negative 2 pi over 3 is going to be equivalent to the sine of pi over 3 after I take into consideration the positive or negative sign. So sine of pi over 3. Pi over 3 is a 60-degree angle. So when I think about the 30, 60, 90 triangle, I know that the 60-degree angle is across from the root 3. This is going to equal square root of 3 over 2. The sine of negative 2 pi over 3 then, since I'm in quadrant 3. You may have learned like the whole all students take calculus as your way to tell positive and negative signs. I prefer that you just use your brain and think about it rather than memorize something without having understanding. So there's that. I know that the sine in quadrant 3 is a negative value. Sine of theta is always equal to y over r. And in the bottom half of the graph, all the y values are negative. R is always positive. So I have a negative number over a positive number, which is a negative answer. So negative root 3 over 2. If you need help double checking, like, or coming up with where did the square root of 3 over 2 come from, took a 30, 60, 90 triangle, draw it so it matches my quadrant angle there. So pi over 3, we had a 30 degree, a 60 degree, and then the 90. And so for a 30, 60, 90, the side across or opposite the 30 is a 1. The ratio then says that the side opposite the 60 degrees is root 3, and Pythagorean theorem tells us the hypotenuse is 2. So from the 60-degree angle, the opposite over the hypotenuse is square root of 3 over 2. You need to be at the point that you can come up with the answer pretty quickly without drawing that triangle. So practice these over and over until you're quick with the values.